The Chemist Warehouse Footy Finals half-price cosmetics and vitamin sale is on now. Stock up and save today. Shop in-store or online now at Chemist Warehouse. It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you going?
I'm slowly making my way through the 7 stages of grief.
Oh, I can understand.
It's been a weekend since Saturday night.
For all of
the 1-point loss to the Gold Coast Suns.
For all of the Dockers supporters, we're thinking of you. Condolences.
Thanks, I appreciate that. That's
a valiant loss, though.
It was a valiant loss. It went down to the wire.
They played hard. 1 point. It was tough.
Yeah, it was.
Have you made it through your Feel Better banana?
Not yet. God, I love you. I walked in here and Kymba had made me a Feel Better banana, which has got 2 sides to it. One side which says sorry about the loss and a little sad face, and then you turn it over and it's like it's got a happy face on it and things are looking up. And I'm going to eat that banana today and I can't wait.
It's going to be okay.
I'm just not going to eat it in front of you because I know you don't like people chewing bananas around you.
I'm okay with everyone eating banana. Just don't do it with your mouth open and don't talk while you're doing it.
Okay, well, I do all those things, so I'll do it elsewhere. Happy Father's Day also to all the dads, those who celebrate, and for those who didn't have your dad, we're thinking of you as well. It's been a weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll get into the show this morning. Geez, after 8 o'clock, so on Friday, we spoke to Elyse and Thomas, our couple that got engaged on the show a couple of weeks ago. We found out Elyse was attacked by a great white shark.
Yes.
Told us the incredible story. And then today you're going to hear us chat to her rescuer, Trevor.
A man who was in the water at the time and jumped on the shark and started wrestling it in order to save her life.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal. His perspective, you'll hear it after 8 this morning.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Can you humour me just to talk a bit of football? Just
of course.
I need to talk about this. I needed to get it off my chest because I'm going through the 7 stages of grief at the moment as a diehard Fremantle supporter.
I don't know what stage you're in, but you're actually much more chipper than I anticipated, and this might only last the next hour. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how quickly the stages you have to go through them, but like you are doing better than I expected because I know you actually would have really felt the loss. You've been a diehard fan of the Dockers for a very long time, and you were hosting on the ground on the weekend.
I was hosting on the ground on the weekend. I did the hype, which is, like they bring the team out and the banner goes up, and at the bounce, there was like 50,000 people in the house, which was just absolutely stunning.
Oh, it was so good. And
Min Woo Lee, who's the world-class golfer, right, who's a massive Fremantle fan, he lifted the anchor, the fireworks went off. Oh, it was just amazing. Absolutely incredible.
And, they deserved the celebration. It was a great season.
Yeah.
And did better than anyone had really pegged them to do, I think.
Yeah, to a degree. I think the expectation was to win a final this year.
Sure.
For Fremantle. Like, they've got a good list,
I think start of the season, no one was putting the Dockers this high up.
Oh, yes, they were.
Mate.
No, they absolutely were. We were looking at top 4 this year. No, I'll give you the hot tip.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I know that you called it after one game, and I was like, keep a lid on it.
Oh, look, I think about, 20 games into the season, I may have purchased tickets to the grand final.
Yeah,
or whatever.
That's fair.
It was the loss in the end.
It kicks high. Every single thing's got to go right here for the Fremantle Dockers. Sarong's got it. Siren sounds. History made. 15 years it took for the Gold Coast to get here, and they have won an almighty elimination final.
And then, of course, shortly after that, the coach, Justin Longmuir, had to front the press.
Devastating. I think whenever you finish the season, there's no pleasant way to go out unless you win it. But the way that game played out, the fact that Nat's retiring and Sonny's retiring, and just probably adds a lot of extra emotion. It's really hard to put into words.
Nat Fyfe's last game, he got chaired off at the end of it. I was in tears.
Can I ask you, I don't want to bring it up at the wrong time, so tell me if it's not appropriate to ask.
Okay.
Why was Fyfe only on for they get him out for the last 10 minutes? Why is he not able to play at the level that would have been necessary for that game?
Well, That's a really hard question to answer.
You know I'm
And
the Caroline Wilson
I
of
know
this
that.
show.
And I'm not qualified enough to answer the question, frankly. But
I just thought in case I'd missed something.
No, look, I think there's younger, better midfielders with a lot more energy and opportunity to win us the game than Fife. Mm-hmm. But hindsight's 2020. Could he have gone on a little bit earlier? Maybe. Who knows, right? But that's like proper hardcore footy chat. You and I could do a podcast after the show.
Hey, let's work on that.
Okay, we can work on that. But there wasn't a person in this state. I reckon you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who wasn't watching it. I mean, like, we were there. I know producer Rami and producer Brooke on the Saturday night. You were at Crown, weren't you, Rami?
Yeah, I was. I've never watched a game in my life, but I love this one.
And you were at 88 Noodle Bar. How were all the people in there?
It was electric. Everyone was booing. Everyone was cheering. Some were crying in the corner.
It was wild, right? And you had a quiz night. How did that go?
Well, it was awkward because we were in the middle of a quiz night and I had to just sort of call the last 9 seconds of the game. So I get to say that I've called the AFL. But, you know, and it was awful because you just had to be like, sorry, guys, it's a point. And then we all just had to move on.
Did they bounce back after that, like the crowd? Because I was in shock.
I didn't give them a chance to feel anything.
Oh, of course you didn't.
On to the next question.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Good morning. We were just talking about the Fremantle Dockers, and Kymba, you had a question which was echoed by Alison on the text, by the way, one of our great listeners, saying, fantastic question. So many of us Freo fans were wondering why Fife went on so late. So we quickly grabbed from 7 News and Triple M the guy who actually knows the answers to these questions, Ryan Daniels, and this was his answer.
Yeah, there's a pretty simple answer, actually. So he's played, I think it was his 8th game of the year. So 7 of the 8 games he's played, he has been the starting sub. And in the 8th game, he was subbed off. He's had a number of injuries along the way as well. So his ability to play a full game is pretty low right now.
Right.
Because if you're only playing 25 to 30% of the game every week, you're not getting a full game. Now, they do some training afterwards. They make them run laps of Optus Stadium and get their levels up to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. But it's still not a game. It's not the exact same type of fitness. The other little part of it, too, is that he rolled his ankle during the week. Last week on Tuesday, I think it was, at the end of training. And not a serious one, but when you're his age, at the point of his career, any tiny injury can be significant. If you sub early and someone gets injured, let's say he subbed at half-time and went, stuff it, we're losing, let's throw Nat Fife out there, then you risk, what if someone gets hurt 10 minutes later and then you're a person down?
So there you go, someone who actually knows the answer to the question.
Similar to what you said.
Yeah, 100%. But thanks, Triple M, for lending us the great man, Ryan Daniels from 7, who's all across football. Now he's run off. He's off to a little Father's Day thing this morning.
Oh, how was your Father's Day yesterday?
I had a lovely Father's Day. I remember as a kid growing up saying to Dad, my wife remembers this too, we were talking about it, what do you want for Father's Day? All he ever said was a happy Father's Day.
Yep.
And I got it. We went yesterday. I got it yesterday. We went to go and see Beauty and the Beast at Crown.
Oh, lovely.
And I said to the kids, I appreciate all the stuff you've made and got me, all that sort of stuff.
But if you just don't embarrass me at Crown, that will give me a happy Father's Day.
100%. And you know what? They were so well behaved. They enjoyed the show. We even had a couple of lovely ladies next to us. Erin and her beautiful mum were there. Erin listens to the show. Good morning, Erin. And she even said, oh, geez, the kids are so wonderful. And we walked away. I was on a cloud. I was like, this is Father's Day for me. Thank goodness.
Well, we didn't really know what we were going to do for Father's Day. We were chatting about it with Ben Cousins last week, and the three of us decided, well, let's call our dads and ask our dads what they actually want. And we spoke to Brian Cousins. We played that for you last week. We had a big chat with him. We also called Pete's dad and my dad. But I thought people might enjoy this audio of when we called my dad to chat to him, and we were having I thought we were having a nice chat. And turns out Dad just really wanted to talk to Ben.
Have a listen. I also enjoy getting things the kids make.
Okay, Dad, do you want me to make you like a macaroni jar? I can get a jar. I can stick some macaroni on it.
Hey, is Ben there?
Oh, you want to talk to Ben?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, here's your Father's Day present, Dad. You get to hang out with Ben Cousins. You can have a chat with him.
Well, I don't remember the gap being that long.
Look, Dad. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so then it turns out Dad, makes this big deal about talking to Ben. All he wants to do is chat about the Demons. He just wants to talk about the footy. Listen to this.
I'm the Demons man.
Yes, I did. We did speak to Dad earlier, and he did say that he would like nothing more than to get 4 points on Father's Day. So we are going to go to the game Sunday afternoon and hopefully see the the D's get up.
Okay, so it seems like to please most fathers on this Father's Day, we need to get onto the Demons and get them to sort their game out.
Can you reckon you could get your dad to sign a football for Brian?
I could get my dad
Like a
to sign
Demons one,
football.
and then we get him a jacket from the club or something.
We could do that.
How does that
Demons
sound?
paraphernalia. We'll all be wearing it this Sunday, don't worry.
Screaming demons.
Yes.
Okay, this sounds like you guys have helped me get Dad a good Father's Day present.
Because, of course, Ben's dad, Brian, played 300 games for the Demons. He was a legend.
Yeah, and my dad, Brian, was just a big fan of it.
Yeah.
So I want you to know I did text Ben
Oh,
straight
good.
after that chat.
Did you get a reply?
After he left, I texted him and I said, hey, now that my dad's expecting a Demons jacket with your dad's autograph, do you reckon you can hook me up with it?
Yeah.
And he wrote back, no worries, extra L, I'll try to pick it up today, up the Demons.
Oh, fantastic. So did he pick it up or do we know?
No,
Or
I
what?
gave Dad a card yesterday for Father's Day and said, well, I haven't got your present because hopefully Ben Cousins is meant to deliver on that.
Okay.
And so now it's a late present, albeit, but I'm assuming Ben's going to rock up with it this week.
All right, well, you must listen to our show because we're on jacket watch now, by the sounds
Don't
of
let my
things.
dad down,
Yeah,
Ben.
Absolutely.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
We're sifting through the media haze to tell you what's trending.
Good morning, Producer Brooke.
Good morning. It's a big day today, and this is something I'm definitely going to keep my eye on for you guys, but Erin Patterson is back in court.
This is the mushroom lady, as everybody in Australia seems to know her as.
Absolutely. Huge case, biggest case of the year, if not longer. And look, if you have missed this trial, have a listen.
The jury in Erin Patterson's triple murder trial came back with their verdicts. We can now say she is a convicted murderer, convicted by that jury of the 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder after hosting the deadly mushroom meal and intentionally serving the death cap-laced beef Wellingtons to her in-law.
Yeah, so that happened 7th of July, and she's back in court today. It's a historic first for Victoria because it will be streamed. So it's
Live streamed on
Yeah.
socials, so
Well-
we'll be able to actually check in on it and take a look.
Absolutely. Look, they're running it on a 10-second delay just in case, but, I mean, you still call that a live stream. They expect it to last around 30 minutes. Her husband has already delivered his impact statement, so that happened about a month ago. Now, he's a pastor, which might make sense why he's so forgiving. But
This is ex-husband, yeah?
Yeah.
Ex-husband.
No, well, I think
Are
they
they-
weren't divorced.
Oh, okay.
So they're in the news that they're calling,
right.
still saying husband.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's offered his forgiveness. You know, obviously he was the attempted murder was on him. So
Man,
Yeah.
how do you
I
do it?
know.
Oh, how do you do it? Oh, that is one thing that's got me about this entire thing, the forgiveness stuff.
he said, I'm no longer Erin Patterson's victim. She has now become the victim of my kindness. What?
Okay. He's
Yeah.
working his way through that. You can hear it.
Yeah,
but
look, and he said he has
Yeah.
no ill will. His prayers are for that she'll use her time in custody to reform. So, look, 3 people are no longer with us. I'd probably have a little bit of ill will, but good on him. He's a pastor. He's
You
man
see
of
these
God.
things, though. You see these terrible situations that people go through, and the only way that they feel they can move on with their lives is to offer a level of forgiveness, so that because carrying that around in you is really awful.
Yeah.
You know,
Very
it's
true.
just a horrible feeling.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's great for him that he's able to get to that point, and
So
I think it'll help in her court case today, to be honest. So the prosecution and the defence have agreed on a life sentence, so that's happening. But the prosecutors have called for no prospect of parole. So, and the defence would like her to eventually have the chance to be released. So, look, the standard life sentence in Victoria is 25 years, but the last triple murder in Victoria was in 2007. And the sentence was 33 years. The prosecution are requesting 30. So that would mean that she would be eligible for parole at the age of 80. So I personally think that will happen. I think she will. It'll be interesting.
I mean, at
Look,
the age of 80 and parole in today's day and age, geez, you're getting out and it's a completely different world, isn't it?
Well, you've still
Yeah.
got the opportunity to have another 15, 20 years of living your life too,
Yeah.
depending on how
Yeah,
you've taken
true.
care of yourself while in
while
there.
you're inside. Yeah, far
But,
out, mate.
so when this will all be decided this morning.
yeah, this morning live streamed. So I'll keep you posted.
All right.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Varsity, Perth's #1 sports bar. 3 burgers, 3 radio personalities, and so many buns. It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. Buns of Glory.
Go into any varsity in all of the month of September and you can try our Buns of Glory. It's a slider pack where you get to try Pete's Prawn Cocktail Burger, you get Ben's Cousin Cheese, and you get the Kimberleevable Halloumi Burger. And then you vote for which one you think is the most tasty burger.
Can I show you a picture?
Yes.
So this is this is a person called Matt that I've never heard of before.
Oh, here we go. You've got your friends voting for you now.
No. Went in with his family on yesterday, had a Father's Day lunch with our sliders.
And he is now coercing his children into voting for you as well.
No, he's not. His child had free reign there. Free reign. And he's putting the little voting token into my box.
I hope that he took that photo and he just had his kid holding the token at the top, and then as soon as they took the camera away, he just popped it in the Kimberleevable box.
I hope not.
Because people are meant to be voting on what burger they think tastes the best.
And on that...
Not because you think Ben Cousins can kick a football well, not because Pete's your favourite, but because the halloumi burger has the most flavour.
But if I'm your favourite, then the prawn burger must taste wonderful.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, so it's the 8th of September. We're a month into this now, which means people have had an opportunity to actually go there and try the burgers. If you have...
You said we're a month into it.
No, did I say we're a month into it?
I thought you said we're a month into it. I was like, we're 8 days in, mate.
We're 8 days in, mate. So 131060, can we get people on the phone this morning? If you've been into a varsity and you've tried our burgers, we'd love to hear from you this morning and get your thoughts. Okay. How is it going?
131060, you can give your honest opinion. It's okay.
Totally fine.
I'll listen to you.
Here.
I won't judge you, not like Pete.
Now,
who stood over the voting box and filmed people while they were voting so that they felt like they had to pick his burger.
I'm a competitive guy. What can I say? Now, there's another Ben at varsity. He's the chef, actually, who helped us build these burgers.
Yes.
And he has weighed in on which one is favourite. Now, before we actually get to his answer, this was producer Brooke asking him the question in the first place.
Chef Ben, you've made all 3 sliders with Pete, Kymba and Ben.
Yeah.
Which one is your favourite?
Okay, can we just have a quick, let's go around the table.
I can't guess
What do you
because
think?
I actually know his honest answer.
Oh, do you? How?
Because I asked him on the day.
Oh, yeah, but who's saying that he would have said something to you and then something else to Brooke?
Well, that
Maybe
might
he would
be
have said
true.
something different.
Okay, I'll write down what I think which one he's voting for.
Okay, well, I'm going to write down which one I think he's voting for. as
Okay.
well. Okay.
Well, you can just say yours out loud.
No, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll
play the audio and then we'll reveal it.
All right. Here's his answer.
Probably go with Pete's. I'm a bit biased towards seafood, and I think that one's really good, and I do like a bit of spice, so I think that one might be the winner.
Oh, you wrote Pete.
Yeah. Did you know what he told me?
What did he tell you?
He said, Kymba, yours was surprisingly delicious. I wouldn't have cared about it because I like to have meat. I want some sort of animal in my burger.
Right.
But yours was surprisingly a great contender. But I love seafood, so I'm just going to go for Pete.
Huh. Can I show you mine?
Yeah.
So I wrote your name. Not even joking. I would have, because here's the thing, right? And I've heard this from a lot of people. Yours is a surprise. Yours is a bit of a surprise.
I want
the
people to
halloumi
be
burger.
bold and try it and be prepared to vote for it because it's good. Don't feel that whole thing of going, oh, but it's halloumi and it's not.
Well, honestly, it's a
beef.
surprise, right? That we actually eat it and you go, geez, this tastes pretty good.
It's got some flavours.
Stacey, hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hey, guys.
How you going, Stacey? Did you get in there and try our burgers? Everyone has said that they're a complimentary batch together. Would you agree?
I did. They were all good, but I have to say Pete's was the absolute standout for me.
Oh,
It was not dry.
Thank you,
and
Stacey.
the prawns were so crispy. It was delicious.
See, that's the crisp. That's what I was after. That's the feedback
Yeah.
that I want to hear. If I'm talking to people about the burgers and they say mine's the favourite, my next question naturally is, were the prawns crispy? Because that, for me, is the winner in the burger.
Yeah. Oh, they know how to cook them. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Okay, let's check in. Raylene, have you gone to Varsity and tried our burgers, our Buns of Glory?
Oh, sorry.
And I
Hi,
reckon-
are you there, Raylene?
Yes.
Go
Hi.
for it.
I reckon Kymba's the best because I tried it the whole 3, but she's got the most tastiest. Everything's in it, or combined together, tastes better.
Yeah, right. Lots more flavours.
Okay,
Yes.
but
Thanks, Raylene.
Were there, okay, fine. We'll move on.
You can't negotiate it with because you know there's so many things in it.
Corin.
Because, Ben's gone with cheese.
Ben's gone standard.
Cheese, bacon and meat. And you've gone prawn and lettuce. Mine's got halloumi, avocado, capsicum, caramelised onions, aioli, tomato, lettuce. It is a burger.
No, it is a good one. I'll give you that. It is a good one. I just think that mine's interesting, Corin, hi.
What's going on, mate?
Now, you watched the Freo final at Varsity on Saturday and you had our sliders, did you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I watched that game, but I thought it would go in this order, and it did honestly go in this order. Ben, Pete, then Kymba, but it was very, very close. Pete, it looked dry, the prawn, and then I had it. It was actually really nice. It was beautiful.
Thank you
and then Kymba's I do love halloumi, regardless, and yeah, that was banging that slider as well. They were very close, second and third.
Oh, thanks, mate.
But Ben takes it, but that halloumi was really nice with the relish. And there was someone else in there. I can't remember, but yeah, it was
aioli,
nice.
maybe. There's a bit of everything. But thanks, Corin. Good review.
Yes, Corin. So
that was
Corin,
a good foodie review there.
Geez, Corin did it very well too, because I thought he was going like first through to last, but he was actually going last through to first. And Ben's at the top there, so whatevs.
Yeah.
Just the way he sort of rolled them out, I
No, he's just saying that he thought all three of them were very good burgers.
That's great.
I think
exactly
that's
what
great.
we want to hear. We all want to put our arms around each other and just be like, oh, we're a lovely burger. Sorry.
Look, this is all culminating.
You know me and food. I get my nose out of joint.
This is all culminating into a party where we are going to we're going to serve our burgers. There's going to be cash prizes, and we will crown the king or queen of the burgers.
Oh.
So we're going to send invites out soon. We're going to let you know how to get those because we want you to come and join us for a big night.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. You can fly away with me.
5-star Flyaway.
Powered by Liberty. Recharge in 5-star style on us. Get 5-star service with Liberty's free thinking loans. Find flexible loans at liberty.com.au. Eligibility criteria apply. Fly away with me.
The biggest show in the state, sending you to the biggest artists in the most amazing locations around the world. We've had Ed Sheeran in Auckland, New Zealand. Last week, we had Mariah Carey in Bangkok, and Ashley actually won that, was called by our mates Nick and Lauren from the Hot Hits, who are on every night on this station. Good morning to you, Ashley.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good, Ashley. You've had a couple of days to digest the win. Who are you taking on this trip?
I will be taking my sister.
How awesome. I mean, are you big Mariah fans?
We are. She definitely is. And I've just picked that up along with her.
Love it.
Growing up.
Unreal.
So, yeah.
Now,
we definitely had a few champies.
Very good. Well, you've had a weekend to sit on this, and we heard the phone call that was made to you by Nick and Lauren. You were at work at the time and your boss was in the background. How'd that go down?
He was. I was talking to him. I was like, hang on a second. I just need to take this phone call. And just put my hand up to his face. and then just proceeded to stand there shocked.
Oh, well, Ashley, and apparently before this point, you were someone who used to say, I never win anything.
Correct.
Can't say that anymore.
No, I know.
Well, you're going to enjoy.
It's a massive win.
You're going to enjoy some more champers because there's $1,000 spending money in it for you as well. So
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Have a great time
and start looking at the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, as soon as you hear that, it's like, my goodness, I get to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. It just sounds so flash.
It does. I definitely went online and had a look-see, and I'm like, I'm going to have to dress very nicely for this.
Good on you, Ashley. Enjoy your trip.
All right. Now, we move on to our latest artist in our next stunning destination. It is Vance Joy at Niagara Falls, and the boarding lounge is officially open. We've got to put some people in there, Kymba.
Can I give you a few details there?
Please.
Because we're going to send you to Canada. I mean, it's such a beautiful place.
Oh, you've lived there.
I lived in Canada, and oh, God, I loved it.
Canada, eh?
We're going to get you to stay at the Park Hyatt in Toronto with $1,000, well, Tirana.
Tirana. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Tirana.
with $1,000 spending money plus a private driver to get you to the gig and a full-day boat cruise so you can experience the beauty of Niagara Falls up close.
Wow, stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's get to it. Hey, Mel, you're in the boarding lounge.
Oh, my God. Hello. Thank you.
You're
no
very
worries.
Welcome, mate. Good luck. Sandy, we've got another seat here. Get into the boarding lounge.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
I love this. This is the best. I love that we just get to bring joy like this.
It's good, isn't it? I've got another maple leaf sitting here.
One more space.
One more space, all right. Go and hit them.
Gemma, you're in the boarding lounge.
Oh, Nikki, it's so stoked. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All the best of luck.
Thank you.
Didn't know what to say there for a moment,
It's such
Jen.
a gorgeous place, honestly. Like, I've been on that boat cruise as well. It's just beautiful.
Now, for those of you that have been playing along for weeks about this, you know how big this boarding lounge is. It is massive. Plenty of spots for you as well. You'll get more chances across your workday after 9 and then more chances on our show listen every morning from 6.
Yeah, don't forget to stream Vance's new single, Divine Feelings, and keep listening after 9 for another chance to get in that boarding lounge. Take your chance at a well-deserved 5-star break. Get 5-star service with Liberty's free thinking loans. Find flexible loans at liberty.com.au. Eligibility criteria apply.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Dear Kymba.
You can send us your Dear Kymba if you want some advice on something. You can text it in 04800 21 945. You can go to peteandkimba.com.au and send it to us. However you need to, get it to us because we can try and help. This one comes from Beck, although she signed it off. Beck, not my real name.
Oh, good morning, Beck, not your real name.
I can see why she didn't. Dear Kymba, I'm having workplace issues. I'm 26 and I'm working in an office where I am head of a small department. One of the women in my department is in her 50s and been working there for years, and she undermines me any chance she can. There's even been times where I feel she's actively sabotaged my work just to make me look incompetent. I've been friendly, I've tried to create a better relationship, I've brought office treats, and she just won't respect me.
Office treats.
It's a good plan.
That's a great plan.
I alluded to a problem to management and they seem to protect her because she's been there so long. I know she didn't want my job, so I assume she just hates me because I'm young. Got any tips to handle a personality like this? Thanks, Beck, not my real name.
Okay, wow. There's a lot of layers to that, isn't there? As soon as I heard she's older, she's been there for a long time, and then here's this 26-year-old upstart who's already come through and she's the head of a department, and sounds like there's a bit of jealousy there.
I know, but it becomes tough because I also understand that when you've been somewhere for a long time and you know what you're doing and someone new comes in, there is often a transition period, a little bit of you've got to teach them how to do some things, but also like, why are you taking it out on them?
Yeah.
Like, you need your colleagues on side. You need people to work together. It's only going to make your life harder if it's not harmonious.
13 10 60. So this is where we hand it over to you, the great people who listen to our show. We appreciate your advice. If you found yourself in a situation like this, how did you handle it? I mean, quite often, well, the first thing I would say is just go up and ask her the question. Like, just have it out. Like, is there a reason? And this is the thing that I would love to hear from people this morning in particular. Probably from people who may have had it out and it didn't go the way that they were hoping.
I feel like most people would avoid the confrontation.
But why?
And I understand this situation because they said they've alluded to management that there's a problem. But I know that's not an official report. But sometimes behaviour like that in an office is at a workplace, it's not big enough to report. Like they just might be making comments or they might be saying, and then you just go, it's not enough to kind of get management involved, and it sometimes makes the situation worse.
Yeah, but she's clearly feeling it.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's going on and long enough where she's feeling it.
If you have dealt with this, tell us what approach you took.
Mm.
What sort of tips have you got to handle this person? Because I would have said office treats. I would have said you need to do something for their birthday or something.
And you know what? There might be a specialist in this area listening. Like maybe you're in an HR department or something like that where you've got advice for this happening in workplaces and you can actually steer her in the right direction. All right, let's get to it. Hi, Marissa. What's your advice?
Hi, Kymba and Peter. How are you?
Good. What do you reckon, Marissa?
At the end of the day, I understand that lady's been longer than that, 26 longer, but at the end of the day, she should respect her and we're all equal in this world. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
no,
yeah,
totally.
wrong.
I hope that woman is listening as well so that she can take your advice, Marissa.
I think that's pretty straightforward. I mean, that's what most people, I reckon, would be thinking about something like this. Age makes no difference, But
you do hear of it. You do hear people doing it, unless it's a personality clash, but it doesn't seem to be.
Hey, Jessica, thanks for calling in. Now, you went through the same thing, it says here. How did you handle this?
Hey, guys. Yeah, I've been through such a similar thing. I'm 24 and I'm the boss of someone that's 15 years older than me.
Right.
And she just consistently undermined everything that I would ask her to do. She just didn't respect me because I was so much younger than her. And I actually ended up building a case against her with HR, and she ended up getting fired.
Whoa, okay. So, because I had sort of said, I think sometimes this happens where the cases aren't big enough to say something, but I suppose if you had to build a case, were you just keeping notes of every time?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just keeping track of every single time she would go against my directions, and yeah, it was substantial enough for HR to actually let her go.
Jessica,
Wow.
did you ever... this is what I was saying before, like, did you ever actually go up to her and confront her about it? You know, you're feeling this way for long enough. You've got plenty of examples of it happening. Did you ever actually just face-to-face say, hey, I can tell this is going on. What's happening?
Yeah, I brought it up in our one-on-ones, but she would just gaslight me and pretend that it wasn't happening.
Did you feel bad when she got sacked?
I did feel bad, honestly. Even though I know it was the right thing to do, I still felt pretty guilty that she lost her job.
It's
Well,
hard,
I mean,
isn't it?
you shouldn't, but, you know.
Yeah, I know, but...
People need to learn how to behave.
No, I agree with you, and you don't need that when it comes to putting a team together.
Yeah,
One
absolutely.
team, one dream and all that sort of stuff.
I
But,
hope that
yeah.
helps Beck, not your real name, but it's a tough one.
Hey, you can tell us your real name or not your real name. If you've got a Dear Kymba you'd love some advice on, you can send it through to Pete and Kymba.com.au. Hit us on the socials and the text as well.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Have you been waiting for the question to be popped? Well, wait no longer. On Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins, you might receive the proposal.
Okay, so around about this time on Friday, you would have heard us catch up with our couple who got engaged on our show a couple of weeks ago, Elyse and Thomas. If you missed them, please jump onto the Pete and Kymba podcast on Listener. And then during the engagement, we found out just a little tidbit, a little cheeky piece of information that Elyse had been attacked by a great white shark to the point where there was even a documentary made about it. Take a listen to this.
Elyse Frankham is caught in the jaws of a great white.
I didn't see anything. I just felt the force of it.
Trevor Burns reacts instantly. He bear hugs the shark, wrestling it to release its razor-sharp grip on Elyse.
I was being thrown around like a toy.
It's possible. I thought this could be the end of it.
Wild stuff, eh?
Really wild, and particularly off, the terrible news over the weekend of the poor man who lost his life in Sydney due to a shark attack. And, I mean, we were only speaking to Elyse and the person who saved her, Trevor, last week. Like, we recorded this before that terrible event over the weekend.
Yeah.
And so, it's just such a terrible situation. But when we spoke to Trevor, he made it seem as if saving her from the shark was the only option.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the
right?
rest of us have spent the weekend going, we probably would have swum away.
He's a hero. Now, we're going to play you our chat with Trevor coming up inside the next 10 minutes, all right? So spend a bit of time with us. But if you missed Friday's chat with Elyse recounting the shark attack, this is what she had to say.
And then I came up for a breath because of snorkeling as well. So I come up for a breath and it was at that moment. I hit the surface and I just felt a force like you can't even describe it. I mean, it was 15 years ago and I still can feel it. Like,
now,
I can
when
still
you
remember
say
it.
a force, like it hit you or it bit you, what happened?
It's like a freight train.
Like the hit of it. So the sheer force of it throwing me up and up. It came from under and from the side. So, and I didn't see it. And I know you can looking at footage of sharks, they come through with some force when they're going for the bite. And it basically just launched me up. I've got a memory of seeing the boat in the background and splashes of kind of water and grey, like just grey filled my vision. And I instantly knew what was happening. I had about 200 stitches. The top jaw went straight to my bone. He actually bit straight through, sliced all the way through. My leg was wide open, basically. And the surgeon, when they were fixing me, they literally pulled a tooth out of my bone. So it was half a tooth as well. It snapped in my bone, which is how they were managed to identify the shark and the size of it and everything. So that's on my left leg, and then my right leg is more messy. So that's the bottom jaw with the multiple rows. That didn't go as deep, but that's a whole lot messier. And when I put the two together, you can literally see the jaw of a shark. Like you can actually see the jaw of a shark.
And how big was the shark?
They found it to be 3.7 metres.
3.7 metres.
Yeah.
So I would have had a jaw the size to be able to get around both your legs.
It got both of my legs in one bite.
Oh,
yeah. Trevor. So I had a man on the boat who was a snorkeler, who was a tourist on the day, and he ended up at the same time of me kind of punching and pushing he's realised and he saw it come through. It brushed past him and he saw it open its jaws and bite me. And his first, because it's a natural instinct, was to just grab the shark off of me.
Wow. Is it a natural instinct? I mean,
I don't
there's
know.
something pretty...
Wouldn't be my first instinct. So, full chat, by the way, Pete and Kymba podcast on Listener, and you heard her talking about Trevor, this mystery man who was just a stranger on the day.
And it's really interesting to get to hear Elise's side of what she experienced and what she was seeing and what Trevor was seeing at exactly the same time, but obviously from a very different perspective.
Absolutely. Trevor joins us next. Stay right there.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
All right, so we mentioned that we spoke with Elyse, who was attacked by a great white shark. One of the things that she told us about when she was telling us about the whole experience was that there was a man there by the name of Trevor. She'd never met him before. He was just a stranger. He jumped in the water to save her life.
It's absolutely enormous. And turns out Trevor's the most humble bloke going around. We talked to them while we had them both together, and it was quite shocking.
This is what he had to say. Take a listen to this.
Hello, Trevor.
Hi, how are you?
We're great, but Trevor, wow. This story, when we spoke to Elyse, and we do have Elyse here with us still. So
Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Elyse. How you doing?
I'm well. Really good to hear your voice again.
Oh, now we understand you guys have continued a friendship since this has happened.
Friendship doesn't quite cover it. I think Trevor became a part of my family that day.
I'm a lot closer, yeah. We keep in touch, and I was lucky enough to be in Perth last year and even early this year, so we always touch base when we were in the same town.
Yeah.
Trevor, thanks for taking our call this morning. So when we spoke with Elyse, by the way, do you know that Elyse and Tom are engaged, right? Do you know that? Yeah.
I did find out yesterday. I got a little surprise message. So.
Okay, good. All right. So we ticked that box, right? The whole point of this was a proposal, and then we found.
Congratulations.
Yeah, then we found out about the shark attack. So Elyse has told us it from her side of the story, and then when we heard about you being the guy in the water who had the instinct, when the rest of us would have grown wings and flown out of there, to actually go, I'm going to wrestle this shark off Elyse. Can you take us to that moment when you were in the water and you had that instinct to do that? How do you remember it?
Yeah, look, I'd already had my last swim with my group. They called out that they had a space for more people in the last group that was going in. My daughter already got up on top deck, so I left Meg up there and I jumped in. Swimming around, I'd actually busted a couple of ribs about 20 minutes earlier. I fell on a chair, so breathing wasn't the easiest. And we didn't see any dolphins. They were trying their best, but just didn't see anything. And all of a sudden, I thought a dolphin had come up. Elyse had just bumped into us, just beforehand, and she'd come up from a breath. But I thought a dolphin had followed up behind her. And that's when I found out, no, that's a shark, because it opened its mouth, did the usual thing you see on all the TV shows. It opened it a second time and latched on. And at that point, I just screamed, get it off her, because I could see a young lady in need of help. And I couldn't have turned away. I'd be a mess by now. So, yeah, I just latched on and did the best you could. Held on tight. Things turned crazy. Blood in the water. You couldn't see a damn thing. Everything went still after a while. I'm told it was a good 8 seconds, 10 seconds that I was getting thrashed around. All they could see was my feet sticking out of the water, and they actually thought I was in the mouth of the shark.
I'm trying to imagine in my head what this looks like. So have you got your arms wrapped around it? Are you wrestling it? Like how?
Yeah. I with one of the docos that I was with Elyse on, there was a marine biologist, and the two of us recounted what each of us saw. And my description of what I could and couldn't see of the shark, the biologist told us that I probably had my arms around its gills. It's quite potentially choking the thing to death.
Wow.
Goodness me.
That was just lack of position.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? So that's Trevor. He's the bloke that was in the water while Elyse was, and he jumped on the back of the shark and started wrestling it off her. If you've missed any of this, by the way, and Elyse recounting her encounter with the great white shark, you can catch it on the Pete and Kymba podcast on Listener. In minutes, though, Trevor stays with us. He reveals just how close he got to being attacked himself and why you might want to keep your arms by your sides in future if you decide to go swimming at the beach in the not-too-distant future.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins.
Right now, hey, we've been spending the morning with Trevor, who rescued Elyse, one half of our couple from the proposal, from a shark attack that happened quite a few years ago off our WA coast.
Elyse Frankham is caught in the jaws of a great white.
I didn't see anything. I just felt the force of it.
Trevor Burns reacts instantly. He bear hugs the shark, wrestling it to release its razor-sharp grip on Elyse.
I was being thrown around like a toy.
It's possible. I thought that this could be the end of it.
So when we spoke to him moments ago, he just finished telling us about that he's on top of the shark. His arms are wrapped around the gills, trying to wrestle it off her. Let's catch up with him for part 2.
I couldn't feel it because I had a wetsuit on, a long wetsuit, and I know what sharks feel like. I've felt them before, being a fisherman and stuff at times, but no, I just held on for hell-bent for leather to try and do what I could.
I don't even know what to say from here. I'm just so blown away by
I think
this.
what leaves us speechless is that, Elyse had mentioned that when she's spoken to you about this many times before, that you just say, oh, well, I don't know, it was just instinct. Anyone would have done that. And all of us collectively agree that actually we think the instinct is to flight. We think it is to get out of there. And you say that you couldn't bear to leave her. You couldn't let that happen. Do you think that's what it was, that the instinct to help is far stronger for you than it was to get out? Because you also put yourself in great danger.
Yeah, the danger to myself wasn't something I was thinking of. I've always tended to be aware of where family and friends are so that if I can help them, well, I didn't even have to think about them. I knew Julie and Megan weren't in the water. And, yeah, looking after people, that's something I've always done. So when I could see that she was in dire straits, I've seen what sharks can do firsthand to other marine life. Thankfully, not other than Elyse, I've not seen it to people. But I myself, I could not have turned away from seeing what was happening to Elyse and lived with myself. And I don't have any problem. Everyone that I speak to say pretty much the same thing. They would have turned and run. But until you're presented with a case, you just don't know until you actually make the decision at the time.
Yeah, you don't really know how you're going to perform until it's in front of you, but we certainly hope it's never in front of anyone. It's an awful situation to be in. Do you think that, how did you process it afterwards, Trevor? I mean, obviously in Elise's case, she's dealing with injuries and having to recover from that. What was your situation?
I was not harmed at all. I still don't understand how I've got my arm, because I had my arm right out with a little disposable camera on, and somehow it missed my arm. It was that close, and it hit Elyse. She was only a metre or so in front of me.
And so, psychologically afterwards?
I haven't lost a moment's sleep. Mum threw out all her swimming clothes. She wasn't going to go in the water again.
I'm sure.
Yeah, wow.
But no, I thought about it that night because I wanted to make sure I didn't become a fishing story sort of thing. Oh, your snib was this big, that sort of thing. But I'm very pleased with what I did. I sort of generically describe it that I got in a fight and ended up with a pretty good-looking young lady.
Wow,
Trevor, we think it's amazing what you did.
Yeah.
And as Elyse had said to us, Trevor's a very humble man. He sort of doesn't want to be lauded as some sort of hero, but we're incredibly thankful and grateful you were there that day because, wow, you've changed a life.
It is, and that's the part that sort of gets to me now, is that as Elyse is going on and having a great life, and that's awesome.
How good, hey? That's Trevor, so humble. What a legend. I mean, how many people do you know that can honestly say they've wrestled a shark and saved someone's life? I know just one now. If you have missed any of our chats with Trevor, also Elyse, who is one half of our couple that got engaged on the show a couple of weeks ago, and she told that extraordinary story from her perspective of being attacked by a great white shark as well. Everything is waiting for your ears right now. Pete and Kymba on Listener.
It's Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. From animals and rides to fireworks and food trails, the Perth Royal Show has something for everyone. All day, every day from September 27. Kids half price. Tickets at perthroyalshow.com.au.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins presents the ultimate Perth Royal Show experience.
The Perth Royal Show, it's not every day for a reason. Okay, you can get your tickets at perthroyalshow.com.au. But
I need to stand for this.
I mean,
this is silly. Like the amount of stuff that is in this major prize package is silly.
Well, it's for good reason, because we are actually saying it's the Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins ultimate Perth Royal Show experience.
And of course, you and I, we're WA people. We've lived here our entire lives.
Yeah.
We've been to plenty of Perth Royal shows. We've had a first hand in bringing this experience together and going, well, how about this? And also this. And I'd love to see this. And we haven't missed.
No. This is what is involved in the major prize package that you have the opportunity to win. How about 4 single entry tickets to the 2025 Perth Royal Show? Now, I'm not saying family pass. I'm saying 4 tickets. So if you just want to go with your mates, you want to take a few friends, or you want to take your partner and a couple of, 4 of you getting in.
Yep. Okay. Now we're in. All right. What are we going to do? Well, how about we give you 8 ride tokens as well?
Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. You have another ding.
Okay. I reckon that we put you in somewhere pretty sweet, like 4 tickets or to go and sit in the top paddock to watch the fireworks and the drone show.
Oh, if you don't mind. And you know what? I'll tell you what, Kymba, I'm there, I'm having a good time, but I'm a bit parched. I'm a bit thirsty.
I'll sort you out with some drinks. How about a $100 bar voucher?
Yes, I'll take that, thank you. Now, my hands are a little bit empty. I feel like I should be carrying something.
Well, that's because you're at the Perth Royal Show, so you have to walk away with 8 show bags.
8 show bags.
Yep.
Say it again, 8 show bags. And guess what? That's not all. We've got one absolute superstar thing to put the icing on the cake with this.
Well, because you've had this beautiful day out and it's been fantastic, and you've enjoyed the fireworks and the drone display. You're like, what are we going to do this evening? Well, how about we go and make ourselves comfortable? Because you can go and have 2 nights accommodation for 4 people staying at Rendezvous Hotel, Perth, Scarborough.
This is as big as it gets. This is everything taken care of. This is the ultimate way to experience the Perth Royal Show. Now, the natural next question is, how do you get involved? How do you win it?
I think you'll be embarrassed at how easy it is.
Yep, super easy.
Okay, because we're going to give you a code word every day, a daily code word, and all you have to do is go to peteandkymba.com.au, register that code word, and you are in the draw.
That's it.
And the major prize draw is going to be drawn Friday the 19th of September.
It's not far off. All right. So today's daily code word is Claremont. Obviously, Claremont Showgrounds, where the Royal Show is. The daily code word is Claremont. I'm expecting our website to crash.
Well, it's going to be simple. Just go on there, peteandkymba.com.au, and find Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins' ultimate Perth Royal Show experience, and get that code word Claremont in there.
Now, just a heads up, entrants can enter once per day. All right, so keep coming back every day, fresh code word, fresh entries, but get the people around you to enter as well.
Yeah, because they can take each other.
100%. As you mentioned, 4 single entry tickets, all right? So get the people around you at work, in the car, whatever you have to do to try and win this prize. And make sure you're listening again tomorrow to our show from 6 for your next code word.
Pete and Kymba with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. Shop the footy finals half-price cosmetics and vitamins sale on now at Chemist Warehouse.